Good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, June 24th, and Mark's been reading from Genesis. He's ready for the 11th chapter of Genesis today. This chapter, again, is a continuation of the days and years following the flood, and this is also an account of God confounding the languages, because there was just one language and one speech, and they tried to make a tower to heaven. Man always wants to proclaim that he's the same as God, and the Lord didn't like the tower very well, which the children of men built it. He says they all have one language, and so let us go down and confound their languages, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad all across the face of the earth. And the name of this tower is called Babel, because the Lord did confound the language. And then we have a number of the begats, starting with Shem, and going all the way down to Abraham and Sarah, and also ending with Terah. So I'll turn this over to Mark and have him read this for you. God did the same thing to men as he did to Satan. When Satan said, "I will arise and be as God," when the men said, "We will arise and build a tower to heaven," God brought them down, didn't he?
Genesis chapter 11. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, "Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly." They had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. They said, "Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth." The Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. The Lord said, "Behold, the people is one, they have all one language, and this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech." So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and he left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. And from thence the Lord scattered them abroad upon the face of all the earth. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old, begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years, and begat sons and daughters. Arphaxad lived 35 years, and begat Salah. And Arphaxad lived after he begat Salah 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. Salah lived 30 years, and begat Eber. Salah lived after he begat Eber 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. Eber lived 430 years, and begat Peleg. Eber lived after he begat Peleg 430 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years, and begat Rehu. And Peleg lived after he begat Rehu 209 years, begat sons and daughters. And Rehu lived 32 years, begat Serug. And Rehu lived after begat Serug 207 years, begat sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years, begat Nahor. Serug lived after begat Nahor 200 years, begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years, begat Terah. And Terah lived after begat Terah 119 years, begat sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years, begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran begat Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity, in the Ur of the Chaldees. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai. And the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, the father of Iscah. But Sarai was barren; she had no child. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot the son of Haran his son's son, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife. And they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan. And they came unto Haran and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died at Haran. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. So, good Lord being in the matter tomorrow, we'll begin in we'll read chapter 12.